man. Detroit versus everybody, man. Detroit, we rep the hardest, man. We gain the hardest. You know what it is, man. Detroit, CJ, holla at your boy when we get home.
All right, Shakur Stevenson calls out the winner of Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, and also the winner of Lomachenko and Devin Haney. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. Check out the Box News playlist for more videos like this. Gotta get some water out here. It's out here storming pretty bad. Supposed to be tornado warning, so. But nonetheless, we out here. He basically said that, you know, they both have, you know, the pros about fighting the Gervonta Ryan winner. Is he could be a superstar. So the business side of him would prefer that one, but he said the legacy side for him would prefer getting all the belts from Devin Haney and Lomachenko. He said if Devin Haney win, he got a decision to make whether he stay and defend and fight Shakur Stevenson, or he vacates or chooses not to fight Shakur Stevenson. So he says that he feel like he can sell, you know, the Tank and Ryan. He can sell the winner. He can sell the fight with the winner, and he got the skills to back it up. So, you know, he feel like he can sell a fight and talk shit. He talked some shit versus Jamel Herring, and Herring got to understand it wasn't personal. The fans got to understand it's not personal. You know, if you don't have the gift of gab, it's hard to sell if you just don't have the knockout power. Even if you got the knockout power, it's a lot of good knockout power, you know, guys in boxing, or a few of them that don't sell that well. So the thing about Mike Tyson was the persona. His persona was phenomenal. The aura around him, young, badass, the way he walked, the terry cloth. You know, then he knocked you out, and then he was just this shy kid. You know, it's just the aura around him. Even before the negativity started coming out with the Robin Givens and Mitch Green and fighting people in the streets. You know what I'm saying? He ended up developing one of the great personalities in boxing. You know, you look at Muhammad Ali, you know, one of the great knockout puncher, but, you know, there was an authenticity around him. Engaging speaker, people listened, people wanted to be around him. He was the people's champion. Floyd Mayweather straight trash talking. A lot of people didn't think he had it in on this nice kid. They was trying to grow him to be the next, you know, golden boy, Sugar Ray Leonard. That was top ranked view for him, you know, and he was able to step out and be his own man, talk a lot of shit, and back it up. So, you know, Marvin Hagler just kept beating guys till he got his respect commercially. You know, yeah, till he got his respect commercially. So, you know, for these dudes, they gotta be able to talk better. They gotta be able to talk trash. They gotta be able to push the envelope. Boxing is not a politically correct sport. I understand you got the sponsors, but the sponsors have been around. Budweiser, you know, all these sponsors, Golden Nugget, all these dudes been around for years, dude. And a lot of these dudes, Miller Lite, a lot of these dudes promoted Tyson fights, and Tyson was accused of shit with females. He was accused of beating people up in the street, and they never, you know, they never separated themselves away from boxing or Mike Tyson. It made money. So if it make money, it makes sense. You don't have to be politically correct. You don't have to rein these guys in. Talk your shit. Push the envelope. You in a sport that allows you to push the envelope. Push it. Push it. So that's the only way you're going to get in, is create drama. You know, because guess what? You're not hurting your commercial stock, because none of y'all have any commercial stock to begin with. None of you guys are in Reebok's commercial. None of you guys got your own Adidas. None of you guys are in local dealership commercials. None of you guys are in Gatorade, Powerade commercials. So you're not hurting your commercial value, your business value, at least, you know, from a not publicity standpoint of view, at least from a sponsorship standpoint of view. You're not hurting that. So push the envelope. You're in a sport that allows it. But as far as that, man, of course he wants those type of fights. And then he goes in and says he's not a big 135 pounder. He's not going to go up to 140 and chase money and chase fights like that. Even though Regis Progress said he think he'd do pretty good at 140. So I think he feels like he has to grow into the weight. You know, a lot of people think he a big 35 pounder too. Some people think he a natural welterweight, natural 140 pounder. But, you know, he feel like he got to grow into 135 pounds. So be it. Take your time. Take your time. You know, he said right now he's a smaller 135, and You know, that's what he want. You know, that's what he considers himself as. So he knows better than we do. He the one training with guys and taking punches and knowing how the punches feel and knowing how the body feel. And it's gonna be interesting to see his make his true 135 pound debut, because technically his last fight he blew off the 130 pound weight limit. He actually was a fucking lightweight, but they probably put some type of rehydration clause on him or whatever the situation was. So, but yeah, I would like to see him in both fights. Either or, whatever he chooses to do, he gonna get a title. And chances is he'd be favored versus all four. You know, here's some people. I think James Toney told him to stay away from Gervonta Davis, and I agree that he, versus Valdez, he took some unnecessary shots. At 30 and 26, he took some unnecessary shots. And also, I feel in a lot of these fights, when you go up in weight, he gonna get bigger, stronger, more energized. He gonna punch a little harder, right? Once he go into the weight class, but he gotta take more chances. And I think he get defensively bored in there. He get bored in there. But going up to 35 in a new weight class, they hit harder. He's still in 8s. He got to be a lot more alert. He got to be a lot more focused. He said he ain't never been more focused on boxing than he is right now. So I think he understands the assignment. But he got to be a lot more focused, alert. And he got to take chances. He got to take more chances. The one thing about Haney, people say, Haney output ain't that good. Neither Shakur Stevenson. But I seen in that second Camboso fight, Haney took some chances. And Shakur Stevenson, if he gonna be moving up in weight, getting respect, and want to be box office attraction, he got to take chances. And 1, 2, 3 shots, he gonna have to start compromising a little bit defense for some more offense, and that might be the best type of defense that he need. You know what I'm saying? So he going to start, taking chances, throwing 3 shots, stepping over, throwing 3 or 4 more shots. But think about him, he throw his shots, get out of range, keep his chin tucked, he get right back defensively. He know when he throw a 1 or 2 or 3 punch combination, he know he gonna get everything back at home. That's his game plan, to get everything back at home. To get his hands back home, chin back down, and get out of dodge, where he can get back to defend mode. But in a lot of people's mind, he be favored versus all four. A lot of people probably pick Tank because he can punch. To me, when you look at all the top fights and a lot of the top fights in history, a lot of punchers get diffused, or some of them just simply get caught. That's one thing about a lot of punchers. A lot of them can dish it, but a lot of them can't take it historically, especially ones with the long necks. They can dish it, but they can't take it. George Foreman was an anomaly. But a lot of the huge punchers throughout history, you seen when Buster Douglas was closing his eyes, tagging Mike. A lot of times, once you go to the puncher and you challenge them, it's a different ball game. Especially when you frustrate them and they can't hit you. You rolling, you picking. And Shakur Stevenson just might be that guy. Especially if he could take a shot. But I like him versus both, man. He said, the business side of him would want the Ryan and Tank. That fight can make him a star, but the legacy side of him would want all the belts. Shit, I come back and get the belts. You can come back and get the belts. But to be honest, I don't think none of these guys gonna fight him. I think Devin, if he do hold on the belts, he gonna run back over to the zone. And the question is, if they do order Shakur Stevenson, does the zone financially put the money up for Devin Haney, or does Top Rank come and say, look here, man, we'll pay you all this to fight Shakur Stevenson and stay over here, and you have our security? I don't think Bob Aaron willing to ante up and pay for that, bro. I think he is. But if Devin want to move on. He got a lot of opportunity at 140 pounds. He probably can be the mandatory for any belt he petition for. So, it depends on what he wants. So, but yeah, for Shakur, this is what he supposed to do. 35-pound debut. Then after this, everything go good. Hopefully he ain't sleeping on this guy. He beat Nakatani. He knocked him on the 6. Hopefully after this, he figure life out. And he can find out, you know, who he can fight and who don't. But we all know that more than likely he won't get either of the winners, or maybe the losers neither. So he's just probably gonna end up fighting for a vacant belt. Against some guy you ain't never heard of, and start trying to pick up each belt like they Dragon Balls, and you know, make a wish to go higher in the pound for pound list. You know, get another wish, and you know, try to get some notoriety and some celebrity and all that stuff. So it'd be interesting, but because you know, Dragon Balls on Namek had 3 wishes, didn't they? You know, whatever his third wish want to be, but hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, you want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJGood313, Venmo, CJGood313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, all 9. Check out the Box News playlist for more videos like this. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time, Good Fella TV. Peace.